poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I know we've done a load of videos on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, but here we are doing yet another one. We have Wepon posters this time around. We have Michelangelo's nunchucks on street wire, telephone wire, with some shoes on there. Usually what you see in a suburban street, small town street. It's very common to see shoes on a telephone pole. We then have Raph's sigh stuck in a cassette tape, showing maybe this doesn't take place in 2023, maybe it takes place earlier, but we have Leo cutting through a pizza here, which I think is a waste. If you can, you should, it's one of those things, if you can do it, you should do it. And then we have Donatello's bow staff holding up a sewer drain. Yeah, that sounds good. But Tubs have released their own Turtles line of ducks, which I didn't know, but they came out at the same time the trailer was announced, so I'm going to cover them here in this video. This is like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video. But here is Donatello. He does have the turtle phone, and it does have a little duck of April on it. He is looking pretty confident, pretty smirky, and he has got his bow staff in his hand. And I'm glad that they've done them in different poses with their different weapons. Otherwise, it'd get very repetitive, and they would all look the same. But here is Leonardo with his sword. He looks quite angry and determined. He has the L on his belt, and he does look like he's ready to swing his sword and get into battle. I don't know how these ducks work with a shell on their back. The shell looks pretty big. Here we have Michelangelo, my favourite turtle of the bunch, who looks pretty goofy, pretty mesmerized, pretty out of it. He looks zoned out, but he has a pizza and a nunchuck, so he looks happy. His nunchuck doesn't look to be in a swinging motion, so he's probably zoned out. He's forgot he was fighting. He's probably not involved in it. Probably just watching Raph absolutely slaughter them. Because Raph looks very twitchy eye, very angry, very confident in himself. He looks ready. He's in a battle stance, as he should be. Raph is the ruffian. He should always be ready to fight. He does have the R on his belt like everyone else, but that is it for the Turtles. They don't make any other Turtle Tubs yet, but I am expecting more to come in the future because they've already designed in April. Moving on to these action figures, these 12-inch figures, we do have all the key turtles, and I do like Michelangelo's design here. Donatello looks pretty ugly, but I think that's the design they're going for this movie, making them ugly and gross like actual mutants instead of making them more smooth and designed to look good, which I quite like. They live in a sewer. They should be gross and dirty. But here's Leonardo. They each come with their weapons. They do have the posability at the knees, elbows, wrists, neck, waist, and shoulders, like all action figures should. These do look pretty cool. But we do have battle packs, and these battle packs do come with a different style of figure. The figure looks very angry, and they do look damaged. They have cuts and bruises on them. And we have Leonardo versus Stingfly, Donatello versus Bebop, which is pretty cool. They all have their unique weapons. Bebop looks like he's holding a drill gun. And then we have Raph fighting Rocksteady, but Rocksteady and Raph both look battle damaged, and I like that. The villains and the heroes both look battle damaged here, and this could sort of lead into a gritty. It's already looking pretty gritty from the trailers, but we could be seeing some more scratches and more blood and gore from this film than what we actually expect. We do also have 4-inch figures, which are a little smaller, but they're not as battle damaged here. These are the individual ones. And I quite like how Stinkfly has a shoe stuck on his ankle because of how he mutated. I think that is quite funny. And a nice character design. However, we see Splinter with an afro, but he doesn't have one here, so we don't actually know if Splinter has an afro, because at one point in the trailer he does, and at another point he doesn't. So maybe he only has the afro in the flashback. Sorry if I talked too fast there, but that is the new figures for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle film, and just some more information that I wanted to get out. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed. See you all next one. Have a nice day, and bye-bye.